Good morning, friends and fiends, and normally I would say welcome back to Final Fantasy IV Ultima, but we are not playing Final Fantasy IV Ultima today. We are kind of in the middle of a grinding spot in Final Fantasy IV, and we can't really progress until I gain some levels and get strong enough to beat some of the bosses. So I figured today we would do something a little bit different. I'm gonna play Super Castlevania IV, which is a really great entry in the Castlevania series from the Super NES. I think it might be the only entry in Castlevania from the Super NES. It's not a game I played very often. I didn't own it, but I rented it a couple times back in the day. I really got into the Castlevania series a little bit later, whenever they started doing like Castlevania Symphony of the Night and things like that. So I'm really excited to play this game. I have played it a few times. Don't recall being very good at it initially. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the game. And oh, hold on. There we go. I see that Stone Homie is in the chat. Castlevania Mania. I just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you. We'll watch the little intro screen for a second here. Stone Homie says Dracula X was released on Super NES as well. Did Dracula X get a North American release? Or was it primarily Japan? I don't remember. On the NES, I mainly played Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, because we did own that one. AV64 Dancer, welcome in. Says good morning, Wobble fans. Stone Homie says I'm not sure. I have the collection on Steam though. Yeah, I want to say that Dracula X did not initially get a US release on the Super NES. I could be wrong about that. Every 100 years, the forces of good mysteriously start to weaken. Thus, the power of Dracula starts to revive itself. His power grows stronger and stronger every 100 years. Dracula has revived many times. However, his sinister actions have been consistently thwarted by the Belmont family. It's been 100 years since the last confrontation between Dracula and the Belmont family. But now the serenity of Transylvania is being threatened by destructive forces. On a dark and eerie night, Dracula rose from his grave to unleash his destructive power over the countryside. Once again, Simon Belmont is called on to destroy Dracula. With only his wit and courage, he sets out to restore peace to Transylvania. Sonami says, Google says September of 95 is when X got a North American release. Okay, so I was wrong. Enter your name. Oh, wait, what? What? I have screwed this up big time. All right, we'll go with that. There we go. Sorry, Stone Homie. This was one of the first games where you can flail the whip around just by holding the attack button. Stone Homie says, I guess Swabble makes more sense. Yeah, the flailing animation is a little weird. The Super Nintendo had like these layers that you could do for maps, and some of these early games really enjoyed using it. You see it in what is it, Super Mario World as well, where you can go into the background. Hello, Heathen. Welcome in. Wall chicken. Stone Homie says that's an awesome effect. I also like how the vines grow as you walk. Yeah. There's really a lot of detail in the pixel art in this game. Hopefully our stream will play nice today. I had some weird... When I first started to try the stream, it gave me this weird error message that YouTube wasn't receiving enough video. So I feel like you guys may have a little bit more of a delay than normal. That was dumb. I feel like you guys may have a little bit more of a delay than normal, but hopefully we'll get through it okay. Actually getting on the stairs always been a weird thing in some of these early Castlevanias. All right, there we go. So the cool thing about the swing is you can control your swing by pressing up and down. You can actually shorten the chain or lengthen it. it was a really cool mechanic to add into the Castlevania series, and I really kind of wish that they used it more. After after this series, or after Castlevania 4 and I guess Dracula X, the series really shifted to other protagonists where you don't have necessarily a Belmont running the show. You have like Alucard in Symphony of the Night, and then you start going into a bunch of other ones. Although you still have characters who use a whip. Oh. I'm doing terrible against these guys. So this is one of those monsters where even if you duck, you can't hit him. So you have to use your flail ability to just sort of drop the chain and let him run into it. Horse heads in the stables are always creepy. I am probably gonna die. Just like that. But yeah, even in the Castlevania games where you play a character who uses the whip, they don't really have the swinging mechanic anymore, which is a shame because it's a really cool mechanic. Hi, Lydia. How are you doing today? Yeah, the hitbox on the horse heads are really small. I love that you can see the skeleton horse in the background. It's just one of those great little details. Everyone's favorite enemy, the Medusa heads. And it's time for our first boss fight. skeleton jouster guy is so cool. I love that boss fight. I took a lot more damage there than I should have, but... had to remember how to throw the daggers. You have to use the right button. In most Castlevania games, you press up and attack to use your sub-weapon. But in this one, if you press up, because you have the directional whip, it doesn't work that way. You got the grabby hands here that don't actually do any damage, but they stop you in place if they grab you. Sometimes the jumps in this game are a little weird. Like, it'll feel like you're not actually landing on the platform, and then you will. Zombies. Like that in this one, it's not an instant death if you fall in the water. Taking way too much damage. Eat some chicken. Hey look, chicken. Konami says those Belmonts have never been strong swimmers. I think I actually wanted to keep the cross. Probably gonna come back to bite me later. I think the cross is like the best weapon for the next boss, if I remember. Cross is a great one there because it can hit her multiple times. Fan says, "Hi, I'm here. Just didn't have access to my chat feature for a bit." Welcome in, Trial Fan. All right, so we want to remember that when the dagger drops, we don't want to grab it. Some of the later Castlevania games, when you pick up a sub weapon, it drops the one that you had. So if you accidentally get one you don't want, you can pick back up the one that you just had. Unfortunately, this game does not have that feature, so Konami says, Clash of the Titans taught me you need a reflective surface to beat Medusa. Try wall meat today. It's meat, but from a wall. Oh. And that's why you want the cross. I don't actually know what the 2 thing does. In this level, you have to like fight against the current because it'll automatically move you. For those that are just coming in, the reason we are playing Castlevania today is last stream we kind of ended up in a spot in Final Fantasy IV Ultima where we couldn't progress until I level up some. And basically I need to just fight a bunch of monsters until we gain enough levels that I can beat some of the bosses that we're stuck at. And I intended to do that this week, but I'm gonna be honest, I spent most of the time playing Stardew Valley, so that didn't happen. So I decided I would do something a little bit different today and take a look at Super Castlevania 4. Those of y'all who have been following my health experience over the last month and a half know that I was dealing with a lot of asthma issues last week, and I still am to a lesser extent. I started a daily asthma medication, and that has helped tremendously. Still have the occasional coughing jag every once in a while from the bronchitis, but I think I'm finally starting to feel a little bit back to normal. Rick Martinez says, hello, I'm new here. How's it going? I was sick yesterday because I was asleep on the wrong side of the bed. Hiya, Rick. How's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Unfortunately, the money bags in this version of the game, in this Castlevania game, only give you points. There's no shop or anything, so you don't actually get to spend the money anywhere. Getting out of here is weird because you basically have to jump into the space before it'll let you crawl through. You just try to walk at it, your head hits the ceiling and it won't go anywhere. Lydia says, I got used to my braces. Good. I am glad. Are you feeling better about them than you were? I know you were kind of unhappy when you first got them and you were worried about school. I don't think you can actually kill this guy. Stone Homie says, in fun tabletop role-playing game news, we have our second D20 question interview coming out this week. Awesome. Who is the interviewee? For those that aren't aware, I was the first interviewee of Stone Homie and Stone Home Games D20 interview series. And it was a lot of fun because the questions are random based on the D20 roll that you get. Rick Martinez says, plus I went to Dollar General today and got 3 tall Sprite sodas, 1 gold paint, and both barbecue sandwiches, which I put them in the freezer, aka refrigerator. Okay. Lydia, I still dislike them. A lot of kids are like, say cheese to see my braces, and I'm like, boy, I don't know you. Almost didn't make that jump. Stone Homie says, Cass. Is Cass in here? Oh, no. Oh, Cass is the interview. I got you. Oh, don't jump into the fireball. Let's not do that. Dunhummy says, Cass has a Kickstarter launching on Tuesday, so I shot my shot and got the interview. Yes, the Kickstarter is for Shiny Good, which is a collection of magic items for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, which is very cool. I will also be giving that one some attention in this week's Weekly Wobble newsletter because it is very cool. Rick says, I'm allergic to dust. Man, me too. Oh no. Oh, that one you do die if you touch the water. Oops. Dang it. Rick says, so who likes peaches, oranges? I like both of those, so. So hard to aim the flailing whip. I have been on a huge apple kick lately. Although yesterday I had some really great strawberries. And the strawberries were amazing, so. There's like a little bit of debris that breaks off of those rocks when they fall, and if the tiny bit of debris hits you, you still take damage. Lydia says, I can't eat apples without them having to be in slices. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a problem with braces. All right, let's see if we can make it through here again. I mean, apples in slices are pretty amazing. Almost didn't think I was gonna make that jump. Rick Martinez says, I like these monster designs. Yeah, I really like the design in this version of Castlevania. For this addition to the series, I guess. The pixel art is a little bit different than kind of what you encounter in some of the other games in the series, but I like the way it works. It's an eyeball. Skeleton snake guy is annoying as heck. I'm gonna die. Ugh. There's chicken there if I can get it. Nope. Stone Homie says the excuse me. Stone Homie says the landscape color is all over the place. Yeah, it kind of is. I think in a lot of ways this was kind of an experimental game. Dang it. Lydia says the skelly snake is adorable. It's not adorable when it's killing me. One of those weird sections where using the flail works better than anything else. No! Dang it. Okay. Try this again. See if we can get past this guy. I think we just gained a one-up. I think that's what that sound was. Don't want that one. The level design here is just really cool. Whoa. Nope, that didn't work. Rick says, sorry about that. I had to look up a cartoon called Spunkus Glitchina. Can't say I've ever heard of that one. The skelly snakes are kind of adorable, Lydia. I would have one as a pet if it wouldn't shoot fireballs at me. Got some chicken. This seems bad, especially considering I don't have any oh, the lag here. Okay, so touching the water doesn't kill you automatically. That's good. This would be a lot easier if I had some, like the axe or something. Hey, there's one head down. Ah, he got me. Dang it. I don't think I can get through here now. Dang it. Okay, there's the axe that we needed. You go back this way? That didn't work. Oh man, it took us all the way back here. Sonhomie says, these are an eldritch nightmares, Lydia. They're not supposed to be adorable. They're supposed to shake you to your very core. Lydia says, do they scare you? Calling you out, Stonehomie. Stonehomie says... Lydia says, Stonehomie, do they scare you or not? Stonehomie says, and you would cheer for the horrors because they are, quote, cute. I mean, I would cheer for cute horrors too, so... Oh. I should have been paying attention. I was not paying attention. Got hit again. Dang it. Never claimed I was good at this game. Konami says I'm really scared of the lag monsters, though. Yeah, emulator life. Doesn't matter that the base system came out decades ago, and I'm running it on a system that can play most games on Ultra, but it still has lag. Lydia says, look, I watch ghost hunting. I learn about urban legends, crypts, and more, so no, I'm not scared. Lydia, what's your favorite urban legend? Rick says, animations take a very long time to do well, if you catch my drift, a really long time. Yeah, even in basic games like this, where there's not a lot of frames to most of the animations, I mean, it still takes quite a while to get them right. Game developers are just wild as far as what they pull off. Dang it, I gotta remember to bring that one down. Trial Fan says Mothman is her favorite. I like Mothman. I haven't played it, but there is a Stardew Valley mod that adds Mothman into your game. Stone Homie says, I like the urban legend with Rebecca Gayheart in it. Is that a movie? Lydia says, the 8-foot-tall woman, Jersey Devil, and Huggin' Molly. I like the Jersey Devil. I like the music in the Castlevania games, but the music in this one is very subdued. At least for the first couple levels. Kind of livens up here. Stone Homie says, I need to figure out what game I'm going to play next. I picked up Apotheon, and that game looks beautiful. I may play that next. I'm not familiar with that one. What's it about? I'm kind of in the middle of playing several games right now. I picked up a couple of the DLCs for Vampire Survivors because they were on sale. One of which is the Ode to Castlevania DLC, which adds a lot of cool characters and references. Dang it. One of those times where Wobble talks too much and dies in the game because he's not paying attention. But I picked up the Ode to Castlevania DLC, and so I've been playing through that on Vampire Survivors. I have a file on No Man's Sky that I've been playing, and I'm not really making very good progress because I keep getting distracted and not actually doing what I need to do in that game, which is very easy to do in No Man's Sky. Of course, I've been playing a ridiculously over-modded install of Stardew Valley, which I think I've got like 300 and something mods installed right now on that. And it's surprisingly stable. One of the mods is a little buggy. It adds a lot of stuff to the museum. And unfortunately, I found out that, I guess because of the way it changes the map in the museum, it screws up a lot of the events there. So I may end up uninstalling that mod, but a lot of the other ones are really good. Britflix says, I'm here. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Britflix. Stonehomie says, it's a Metroidvania about Greek myth and legend, but the style is hieroglyphic, like playing through a scene on a vase. Oh, I think I actually have that on my wish list, or I did at one point. I don't know if I still do. No! Dang it. Well, that didn't work. Britflix says, I don't hear a lot of cleaning happening in there. Ooh, called out. Lydia's supposed to be cleaning her room today. Dang it. Trying to get the axe, which would be very helpful in that boss fight, is, I think, a trap, because I don't think you can get it fast enough before the platform falls. And then once the platform falls, you can't get up there. Ooh. Britflix says, Wobble, Lydia is going to lose her cell phone if that room's not clean by noon tomorrow. 13 hours and counting. Lydia says, I'm working on it. Man, she's putting you on blast on the internet, Lydia. I am sure that Lydia is, her room is going to be completely spick and span. I didn't realize you could take damage from those ones. That sucks. Flix doesn't know Lydia just respects the people in this group more than she does me. If I'm disappointed, she won't care. You know, I was gonna play Star Wars for Sunday Night NES tomorrow night. But if Lydia is I was specifically gonna do it because I know that Lydia really likes Star Wars. So I don't know. Guess we'll just have to see what happens. All right, we can just get back to where we were. I can keep cross. We should do pretty well against that, the next boss over there. Rick says, the reason I didn't say anything, I had to stretch my back and on the chair to make it feel better. And you're good. I got folks that hang out in my streams and don't even say anything. Heck yeah. Did that without taking any damage that time. For once. Not that time, though. No! Well, I mean... Okay. And I just lost it. Okay, we can get the dagger. Oh, there's the cross. Okay. Rick says you'll be playing this game until you beat the final boss, aren't you? No, generally not. I usually stream for about 2 hours. But we've got about 45 minutes left in my stream, so... Yep. I didn't want to get the, dagger, but it's okay. So no, we'll probably just go as far as we can get in those 2 hours. If I could get past this this section, we'd be a lot further along, but just kind of how it is, I guess. All right. Good Lord. I can't believe I just fell in the water there. You get past this section here? I don't think you can. Can't jump that far. In later games in the series, they really improved the handling of stairs. Unfortunately, it's just sort of a nightmare in these early Castlevanias. Rick says, also my favorite game from the 90s is Goof Troop, Super NES game. That one was really fun. I liked Goof Troop. Hey, we actually got it. Okay. The axe will be super helpful if we can get to the boss again. Oh, come on. Lydia, your cute skelly snakes are not very cute. Let go too fast. Getting a little frustrated there, guys. Lydia says, my skelly snakes are adorable. Thank you very much. Not when they knock me out of the air and make me die. Rick says, I'm cold. It was chilly this morning. Why I've got my hoodie on. Down here in Alabama, where usually by now we're getting pretty hot, but it stayed kind of cool the last couple days. Although it's really nice in the afternoon after it warms up a little bit. I sat out on my front porch for a pretty good while yesterday. We've had some gorgeous weather here. That was close. Just about lost that one. This is such a long level to get to the boss. Lot more damage there than I wanted to. Rick says, so what's your least favorite stage in video games? That's a hard one because there's so many different games. I gotta be honest, I'm not liking this stage right now very much. Misery Machine says, hey, yes, sorry to be tardy to the party. That's all right, Misery Machine. You have just missed me dying about 1,000 times in this level. How's your weekend going? Hands are getting tired. So many. It takes so many hits to take out the skeleton guys. This boss fight is gonna suck. I don't even have the upgrade to the whip. Oh, I do. I guess I do. Okay. Let's catch up on chat before we fight this guy. Throwing level I don't like was in Castlevania 64 when the opening stage, because you have to use awkward controls to jump on the platforms. I never played Castlevania 64. Misery Machine says, my weekend's going well. Started a new job last week, and I'm actually off weekends, so now my weekends feel like weekends. Gritflix says, you need a parent's or doctor's note to be tardy. Ah, the lag. Should probably learn to dodge a little bit better, but it's really hard because my controls are like... Dang it. You got me. Thanks for hanging out with us, Rick. Have a great day. Keep letting go too soon. Or just not jumping right at all. Oh my gosh. Really? You know what, guys? I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. Because I am failing horribly at this level, and I think I need to play this game some more and get some more experience with it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This has been Castlevania, Super Castlevania 4. Next week we will be back with Final Fantasy IV Ultima. Again, I just played this today because we're kind of stuck in a spot where we can't really progress until I grind some levels in Final Fantasy IV Ultima. So I'm going to do that this week before next Saturday. Tomorrow, we have Sunday Night NES, and I forgot to update my little thing. We are actually not playing Metroid tomorrow. We're going to be playing Star Wars instead. Cryptflix says, oh yes, blame the controls. It's especially if you suck at it. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be playing Star Wars, the NES version, which I have never played except for about 5 minutes, and the 5 minutes that I played are stupidly hard. So I will probably die a lot in that one as well. And that's what you guys are here for anyway, right? That's pretty much the whole reason that you guys watch my stream, is to watch me die over and over and over again. If I could figure out how to do it and link it up with the game, I would set like a kill counter on the screen, but I can't do that. So Britflix says, sure would hate for eldest child to miss it. So yes, please make sure that you don't get your phone taken away, Lydia, so you can catch my Star Wars stream tomorrow. And otherwise, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.